Live here from the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. We've got a fun matchup on store as the UNLV Lady Rebels, first place in the conference, a win today. They win the Mountain West regular season championship. They welcome in the Broncos of Boise State. Level 1 wide, Tom Check on the call. Joining me as always, our superstar Kevin Martin here on the Mountain West Network and the Silver State Sports Entertainment Network, or if you're rejoining us here on the Stretch Internet, provided to us by Learfield. You just heard our pregame interview with UNLV head coach Lindy LaRocque. We'll always tease it. If you guys want to listen to Coach LaRocque's pregame interview, it will be offered just only on the Stretch Internet here, provided to us by Learfield and by Presto Sports. Coach LaRocque, who is in her 5th season, 124-27. All she has done is win here in her hometown. The starting lineup for UNLV, same that has been throughout the entirety of this year. Kiara Jackson, a 5'8" senior guard from Grand Prairie, Texas. McKenna Brackens, a 6'1" sophomore forward from Fairfield, Texas. Aaliyah Alexander, a 5'8" senior guard from Federal Way, Washington. Amarachi Kimpson, a 5'8" sophomore guard from Little Elm, Texas. And Alyssa Brown, a 6'1" senior forward from Tucson, Arizona. That's the starting lineup for the UNLV Lady Rebels. The Broncos of Boise State, 16-12, 6-9 in conference play, but they're coming off a big win at home in their last game against Wyoming, trying to build up some momentum. Gordy Presnell has had a legendary career, not only at Boise State, but throughout the entirety as a head coach. 371 and 253 in his 20th season at Boise State overall as a head coach. 767 and 380. You got Tatum Thompson, Maya Hansen, Mary Kay Narrow, Natalie Pasco, and Abby Muse, the starting lineup for the Broncos of Boise State. And Kevin, you just heard the pregame interview with Coach LaRocque. What was kind of the biggest takeaways you took from it?
Well, I loved what she said, where she said, I do not care how Boise State plays against anyone else. I know how they play against us, and that is they go all out. So she said, be ready for a war. To win this game, it's typical Coach LaRocque fashion. Rebounding, get in transition, also defensively, defend them in transition, and then play excellent team defense. This is
every time UNLV and Boise State face off against each other, it's such a battle. It's a dogfight down low in the paint. There are some great bigs for Boise State. Abby Muse, Elodie Lalott, Tatum Thompson. Then on UNLV's side, Alyssa Brown, McKenna Brackens, and Meadow Rowland. I think the key to the game here, Kevin, as we talked about on the radio side, whoever wins the battle down low in the paint, that's going to be the victorious team today.
And easier said than done, that's for sure.
UNLV will be in their home whites. It will be the Road Blacks for the Broncos of Boise State. It's Alyssa Brown, it's Abby Muse. UNLV, one win away from a Mountain West regular season championship. We're underway, and the Lady Rebels win the tip. They get the first possession going from right to left on your internet cursor. UNLV beat Boise State last month as McKenna Brackens at the free throw line. Over to Aaliyah Alexander on the left wing. Down low to Brackens on the left block, guarded by Muse. Muse, who leads the Mountain West in blocks per game. Brackens tried to go for an up and under. Thought better of it. She did not have the position. Gives it back out to Jackson on the left wing. 10 on the shot clock here. Jackson at the top. And we'll use a little shimmy move to the right elbow. Jackson in a lot of trouble here. 5 seconds remaining. Turnaround jumper from the right elbow. It's an air ball. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and the possession goes to Boise State. So there you go. See it already, Kevin. Abby Muse, you've got to respect her. Not only the best defender in Boise State history, but probably the best defender in Mountain West history.
Yeah, just excellent post defense there, leaving Kiara Jackson no choice but to heave up that shot.
The Broncos, who are 6-9 in conference play, they haven't had the success that most people thought they would have this year. They've lost a lot of close games as Hansen will step into a jumper from the right mid block. It is too strong. Rebound taken away here by UNLV. The Broncos have lost a lot of close games. That last game against UNLV, they were up 7 going into the 4th quarter. The Lady Rebels really struggled, but it was kind of a turning point for UNLV as McKenna Brackens on the right wing trying to hand it off. She just lost the ball out of bounds along the right sidelines. A turnover for the Lady Rebels. 8:59 to go in the first quarter. 0-0 is the score. But Kevin, as I talked about with Lindy LaRocque, that really kind of, I think, was a season-defining moment for UNLV, that game against Boise State.
Definitely. Like you said, there's been a fire lit underneath them since that moment.
Boise State, Tatum Thompson has her pocket pick from behind on the left mid block. Brackens comes up with it on the left block. On her back is able to flip it to Amarachi Kimpson. Good help defense by UNLV to strip Thompson. Now Brackens at the top of the key. She'll step into a 3, up in the air, but it's offline, hit the left side of the rim. And the ball will go out of bounds. It will be Boise State's ball. 0-0 is the score, 8:31 to go in the first quarter. So, Kevin, both teams a little bit sluggish to start out this ball game.
Yeah, and a lot riding on this game, right? I mean, we talk about the they've seen these situations before, but don't get me wrong, there's nerves, definitely.
UNLV trying to get the outright regular season championship as Muse trying to wrap around on the right block underneath the rim, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul, an offensive foul on Abby Muse as she hooked McKenna Brackens as she was wrapping around underneath the rim. So Muse picks up her first personal, and the team's first as Elodie Lalott will check in the ball game. Lalott, who was a real pain for UNLV in that first matchup. She was great off the bench. She is a tough physical big, as I mentioned. Her and Desiree Young, when they went down low in the paint, you had to get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, she is an excellent post player off the bench. Look for her to have a big impact here today.
McKenna Brackens on the right elbow, her back facing the rim. 0-0 is the score. Now hand off to Kimson, wrapping to her right, still on the right elbow. Kimson picks up the dribble, gives it out to AB at the top of the key, over to Jackson on the left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Jackson will attack. Jackson in the short left corner, along the left baseline. Jackson with the running floater. It's good from the left block for Kiera Jackson. Give her 1,195 points in her illustrious UNLV career. 2-0 the score. UNLV on top with 7:45 to go in the first quarter. It's a three from the right wing, and it's good. Tatum Thompson kind of faked that she was going to her right. That left a wide open look for her on the right wing. Thompson, who just shoots 20% from downtown, but she has been hot as of lately, Kevany.
Yeah, and just a little fake, like you said, caught Alyssa Brown sleeping, and she was able to knock it down.
Brown on the left block trying to go up, had the ball knocked away. She's able to recover. Gives it to Alexander on the right corner. Three, it's an air ball for UNLV. Boy, they've had a couple errant shots that really haven't come close, Kevany. Rebound taken away by Lalott. 3-2 the score. Boise State on top with 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Maya Hansen has it on the right wing, goes to her left. Now we'll give it down low. Jumper from the right corner, too strong. Brackens is able to come away with the rebound as Thompson is trying the jumper from the right corner for about 16 feet out, but she left it too strong. Here goes KJ, down low to the left block, but a stop. Gives it out to Alexander on the right wing. She'll attack the perimeter. Alexander will rise up on the right mid block. Jumpers in and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Thompson. Had the ball knocked away, and Mary Kay Narrow is able to come up with it. Narrow has had a great career at the point guard position. Gets to Pasco in the left corner. UNLV wanted a traveling violation. They don't get it. Lalott gets it on the left elbow, and she's fouled from behind. Foul's going to be on McKenna Brackens. That's going to be her first personal, the team's first. With 6:45 to go in the first quarter, 3-2. Boise State on top of UNLV as Meadow Rowland will check in for McKenna Brackens. And also one note, Kevany, the last time these two teams faced, it was UNLV had about half the team that was just sick. I mean, multiple players were very much under the weather, throwing up, and that's why it was such a tough win for UNLV. Is on the inbound, a running floater from the left corner off the backboard and in as Pasco gets the Broncos on top 5-2 with 6:35 to go in the first. Olin at the top of the key over the right wing inside the three-point line. Picks up the dribble, looking for somebody to get open. Now she'll give it to Jackson. UNLV 1 of 5 to start out the ball game. Jackson will attack along the right baseline to the right block. Gives it out to the top of the key here for Brown. Brown for the tie. It's offline at the right side of the rim. Rebound taken away here by Lalott. What are you seeing right now, Kevany, with the offense for UNLV?
Yeah, they're getting shots. The shots just are off. And again, it could be a number of different factors. Maybe nerves are playing into it.
Maya Hansen, a three from the right wing. It is no good. Rebound's going to go all the way out to the left corner. UNLV will have the possession here. So both teams have combined 3 for 10 to start out the ball game. UNLV 1 of 6, 0 of 3 from downtown. Haven't been able to kind of get it down low in the paint. That's their bread and butter. 5-2, Boise State on top of UNLV with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Jackson at the top of the key. We'll get a screen going to right by Rowland. Jackson to the right elbow, gives it up to the top here for Brown. Down low to Rowland. Rowland on the left block. The layup is good. What a pass to AB in the middle of the paint for Rowland, who's switched it to her left, to the left block. 5-4. AB, very underrated passer, Kevany.
Yeah, just a beautiful feed to Meadow Rowland, just out of reach of the defender, and she finished in the paint.
Pasco at the top of the key, flips it over the right wing for Hansen. Hansen guarded by Jackson. 5:25 to go in the first quarter. 5-4, skip pass in the left corner. Too narrow, now to Pasco to the top here for Thompson. Thompson to the right elbow, down low to the right block, trying to draw the foul call. She cannot. The running floater is no good, but she gets the offensive rebound, and the putback is good from the Mount West logo. She took it out of the hands of Aaliyah Alexander, and Tatum Thompson able to steal the possession, and she makes UNLV pay 7-4. Boise State on top of UNLV with 5:05 to go in the first.
And Thompson's an excellent rebounder, averaging 6.6 a game.
Jackson in a lot of trouble, trying to fire it off of Narrow on the left corner. Ball's tipped up in the air. It's taken away by Boise State. Outlet pass to Thompson. Thompson on the right block. Layup attempt no good. We're going to get a whistle and a late foul. Lindy LaRock very frustrated that the official on the other side of the court called the foul. There was an official standing right there. I thought it was a lot of contact. I was kind of surprised that they let him play on. Coach LaRock not happy with who called the foul, but AB is going to be called for the personal foul. We'll go to a quick commercial break here. 4:53 to go in the first quarter. Boise State on top, 7-4 here on the Mountain West Network. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside our superstar Kevin E. Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk. Thank you for joining us here on the Mountain West Network, Silver State Sports Entertainment Network, or on the Stretch Internet provided to us by for them by Presto Sports, our radio TV simulcast. Kevin E. Safe to say Coach LaRock did not like that foul call there at the last possession there on Alyssa Brown before we went to the media timeout.
Yeah, there was contact, but I think her issue was it wasn't the referee that made the call didn't have the line of sight. It wasn't her call to make, and she made it. From our angle, it just looked like a late call, but either way, tough call there.
Yeah, AB picked up her first personal and the team's second, as the first free throw was good by Thompson. Second one skims in and out, no good. Thompson came in 82% from the charity stripe this year, third best in the Mountain West. 8-4 is the score. UNLV down by 4. Jackson at the top to the right elbow, picks up the dribble, hand off to Alexander, going to her left to the right elbow. Now retreat back out on the right wing. Cross-court pass here to the left corner for Brown. Brown going to her right. Now another cross-court pass to the right corner for Jackson. Jackson attacking along the right baseline to the right block. Patton turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, 5-4-1 on the left block by Meadow Rowland. She'll go to her right. Hook shot from the restricted area is good for Meadow Rowland. Give her 4 points. That was a tough hustle play there by Rowland.
And just beautiful touch over her defender.
8-6 UNLV, now down by 2 with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. The Broncos, who took UNLV to the limit the first time these two teams faced off. 7-point lead going into the fourth, but the Lady Rebels were able to wake up and come away with a victory. Lalott gets it on the left block, going to her right. Hook shot from the Mountain West logo is good. Elodie Lalott came into the ball game averaging 6.9 points per game. She had 12 points against the Lady Rebels off the bench. Boise State gets a lot of scoring off the bench. Gordy Presnell does a really good job of rotating his lineup. Nobody averages over 30 minutes per game, as Alexander on the left elbow, back it down the left mid block. Turnaround jumper for Alexander, offline, rebound, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Meadow Rowland as she went over the back of Elodie Lalott. Actually, no, it was last touch by Lalott. My apologies. So good job there by Rowland, Kevany, to steal a possession for the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, excellent job there. But going back to your point about their deep bench, they're 9th in the country. Their bench averaging over 29 points per game.
10-6, Boise State on top of UNLV with 3:35 to go in the first. Alexander attacking along the left baseline to the left block, has the shot rejected as the ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. They had a couple substitutions, Jada Clark and Danny Bays into the ball game. Gordy Presnell, I mean, the highest player with minutes per game is Tatum Thompson at 24.9.
And he rotates them in, right? They, like I said, they're a deep bench and a lot of talent coming off the bench for Boise State.
Rolling on the left wing, hand off to Kimpson in the exact same spot. She'll go to her right to the left elbow. 5 seconds remaining. Kimpson going up in the air on the right block and has her shot rejected. Boy, Boise State, Kevin, he mentioned it. They lead the Mount West in blocks per game, 5.3. Kenna Brackens will check in for Alyssa Brown. 4 on the shot clock. So UNLV will have to get something quick, but they're trying to attack down low, and Boise State saying,
Yeah, their post defense has been excellent so far. UNLV shooting just 25% from the field.
Jackson looking for somebody to get open. She's to the right of the stanchion. Jackson in danger of a 5-second violation. Gives it to Rowland. Rowland turnaround jumper from the left mid block. Offline. Hit the right side of the rim. Thompson comes away with the rebound to Clark. Long outlet pass to Pasco along the right sideline, and she threw it out of bounds. So UNLV gets a gift, the third turnover of the ball game for the Broncos. 10-6. Boise State on top of UNLV with 3:14 to go in the first. Now, Kevin, if you're a player, you just see the shots are just going haywire. Air ball to the missing to the right, to the left. What do you have to do to kind of get yourself back in rhythm?
I mean, you have to just keep shooting, right? You have to get yourself back into this one. Obviously, the first couple runs were way off target, but that's very uncharacteristic of this team.
Jackson on the left wing. Look at the screen going to her right, to the left elbow. Jackson picks up the dribble to the top here for Rowland. Rowland has a team high 4 points for UNLV. Gives it to Alexander, 3 right wing. 2 strong as it bangs off the backside of the rim. Rebound is corralled by the Broncos. 10-6, Boise State on top with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. UNLV with the win today will be the outright Mountain West regular season champions. Will get the #1 seed in next month's conference tournament. Lalott on the right wing, hand off to Pasco. Pasco attacks the perimeter, puts up a wild shot from the right wing inside the 3-point line for about 18 feet out, and it was short. Rebounds corralled by the Lady Rebels. Kimpson will push it to the right wing. Kimpson step back 3 up in the air. It's good for Amarachi Kimpson. That hopefully will get UNLV going if you're a Lady Rebel fan. 10-9, Boise State on top by 1 as Kimpson with a step back 3.
Just a big time shot from the Lady Rebels, leading scorer of the season. Couldn't have come for a bigger time for UNLV.
Kimpson averaging 13.3 points per game, 10th best in the Mountain West as Thompson backing down on the right mid block. Jumper from that spot is short. Great defense by McKenna Brackens. Here's Kimpson on the right wing. Will attack to the right elbow. Goes for a step back jumper from the right elbow. It's good. And Amarachi Kimpson puts UNLV on top 11-10 with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Amarachi I think she's liking the little step back move there, Kevin.
And she has the ability to take over a game offensively.
Thompson too strong on the left block layup attempt. Here comes Jackson. Jackson finger roll layup on the right block is good. Jackson got the rebound and she out hustled Elodie Lalonde down low to the right block. 13-10, little key showing off her acceleration as she just drained that R2 button.
Well, the Lady Rebels getting out and running, scoring in transition as we just see them on a 6-0 run.
In a blink of an eye, the Lady Rebels lead by 3. Thompson on the left wing, looking for Bays, gets it down low, and she's cutting to the left block. Running floater, no good, but she gets the offensive rebound in the restricted area. Put back rattles home for Danny Bays. 13-12, Boise State ends that 7-0 run for UNLV, but Brackens gets the long outlet pass to the left block, and the layup is good. 15-12 with a minute to go in the first quarter. What a pass, Kevin.
And another transition bucket for UNLV. They are getting out and running.
15-12, Lady Rebels lead by 3. The offense heating up. 50 seconds to go. Pasco going from right to left. Puts up a wild shot in the middle of the paint. Can't get it to go. Gets the offensive rebound on the left block. Kind of went for a fadeaway push shot, and she left it too strong. Rebound corralled by the Lady Rebels, who've hit their last 4. And last assist was by Jackson. Step back jumper from the right wing. No good for Jackson from about 18 feet out. Rebound corralled by the Broncos. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. You got about a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Broncos can waste a lot of time here as Pasco has it on the right wing, goes to her left, to the right elbow, bounce past the line on the right wing instead of three-point line, back it down the right mid block to the top here for Pasco. 3 up in the air and it's good and we're tied, 15-all. Natalie Pasco led the Broncos in points per game last year. 10 seconds remaining, we're tied up 15-all. Jackson goes to the left wing. Jackson gets a screen going to her left. Jackson rises up. Jumper from the left wing inside three-point line. No good. Meadow with the offensive rebound. Put back on the right block is short. And that will end the first quarter. And a defensive struggle for both teams. UNLV got hot as of late in that first quarter, but the Broncos a big 3 to tie it up as we go into quarter number 2. 15-all here on the Mountain West Network and the Silver State Sports Entertainment Network. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside Kevin E. Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk. 15-all between the Broncos and the Lady Rebels. We'll get an opportunity. We want to mention this game is brought to you by Finley Chevrolet. Finley Chevrolet, located in the southwest of 215 in South Rainbow, Nevada's #1 Chevrolet volume dealership. Frankly, we're customer driven. Kevin E., both teams shooting below 40%, 38% for Boise State, 35% for UNLV. We talked about it. It was going to be a battle down low in the paint. Lady Rebels kind of had a little bit of success, but I would say the Broncos felt really good about that defensive performance in the first. Yeah,
they did an excellent job, not only on the post, but pressuring UNLV's guards, making it difficult for them to even pass down into the post.
15 on the shot clock. Here's Hansen on the left wing to the top for Abby Muse. Over the right wing for Bays. 3 up in the air from that spot. It's good for Danny Bays. The junior from Australia came in shooting 34% from downtown, averaging 8.9 points per game. And the Broncos retake the lead 18-15 with 9:25 to go in the second quarter. AB on the right mid block trying to fire a pass from right to left. It's tipped up in the air and it's stolen by the Broncos in the middle of the paint. Turnover for UNLV. That's their 4th of the ball game. Nancy gets a hand up on the right wing, going to her left to the right elbow. Bounce pass down low to Muse. I don't know how that ball got through, but Abby Muse on the bounce pass on the right block gets the layup to go. It's back to a 5-point lead here for the Broncos. 20-15 with 9:05 to go in the second. Brackens at the top of the key. One dribble to her left, the left corner for Jackson. Jackson on the day, 4 points, 2 of 5 shooting. Will attack along the left baseline to the short left corner. Jackson is fouled. No, traveling violation. I thought Jackson took a lot of contact there. The referee said, "Why? That's why you don't have a whistle out there." It is a travel for UNLV. They're 4th of the ball game. So just like we saw as Macy Spencer will be in the ball game for UNLV, Jackson will check out. Also Macy James in as well. But Kevin, for UNLV, slow start to start the second like we saw the first. Yeah, very uncharacteristic. As you said, 4 early turnovers. They only average 11 a game, which is 4th in the country. Hansen jumper from the right elbow. She went to her left. It is too strong. Rebound all the way out in the left corner, taken away by Kimpson. Rachi, who had 5 points, started that run for UNLV when they had the lead momentarily. A 7-0 run for UNLV in the first quarter as Brackens at the top of the key flips it to the right wing for Kimpson. Rachi, who had 10 points against Colorado State, played a season-high 40 minutes. I got to tell you a funny story when we get a chance with Rachi about that game. As she's on the left wing with 8 seconds remaining. She's at the top of the key. Gives it down low to Brown in the short right corner. Goes down low to the right block. Brown, tough jumper, no good. More like a floater as it hit the left side of the rim. Rebound taken away. It's now a pass along the left sideline. Spence gets in the passing lanes. They were trying to give it to Bays. Knocks it out of bounds. Last touch by UNLV with 8:12 to go in the second. 20-15. The Lady Rebels are down by 5. Don't say that very often here at the Cox Pavilion.
Yeah, and again, credit Boise State. They came out and have been making it so difficult for the Lady Rebels on the offensive end.
Bays on the right wing went for a head fake, and she shuffled the feet one too many times. Gordy Presnell is kind of mimicking what Bays went, and he goes, why are you calling that a traveling violation? It was a quick call. Turnover for the Broncos. 20-15, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Boise State on top by 5. Macy Spencer, the sophomore from Katy, Texas, gives it to the top of the key for James. She fumbled it. Was able to recover it before it went in the backcourt. Now Spence will attack down low in the right block. The jumper too strong. Rebound taken away by Brackens. Gives it out to Spence on the right wing. Now we're going to get a whistle and a player down for Boise State. Can't quite see what that is for Boise State, but a player down holding her left knee. And we hope everything's all right there. 20-15 the score, 7:44 to go in the second quarter. Obviously right now concerns here for Boise State as we'll take a quick break and be right back here. Boise State on top 20-15 here on the Mount West Network and the Silver State Sports Entertainment Network. I'm back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside Kevin Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk. It's Maya Hansen that went down for the Broncos, obviously in a lot of pain. Kevin, I hope that she's okay, but you said it looked like maybe a non-contact injury. Just hope for the best there for Hansen.
Yeah, exactly. You never want to speculate, but just best wishes to Hansen.
Now we get back in the action, and Macy Spencer wrapping around three from the top of the key goes down 20-18 with 7:25 to go in the second quarter. UNLV now down by 2. That's what UNLV wants to see. Macy Spencer, who is lethal from downtown, just to build up that confidence. As Christensen in the ball game, she has in the short left corner. UNLV wanted a traveling violation. They don't get it. Christensen now has it on the left wing. Skip pass here over the right wing for Sharp. And now a pass from right to left is taken away by Macy James. UNLV. Spencer will step back. 3 left corner for the lead is short. Hit the left side of the rim. Rebound is corralled by Abby Muse. 20-18. Boise State on top of UNLV with 6:55 to go in the second quarter. Now Muse on the right wing will attack down low on the right block. Stopped by Brown. She goes to the right corner inside the three-point line. Still in a lot of trouble, hasn't dribbled. Now gives it narrow on the right corner outside the three-point line. Goes to her left, narrow to the top of the key, over to the left wing for Christensen. Now to Bays on the left wing, wrapping around to her right. Still on the left wing, 8 seconds remaining. Now Muse gets it on the right wing. Muse, one dribble to her right, hand off the narrow, going to her left, to the free throw line, to the left mid block, and rejected by Alyssa Brown. Great defense by AB. Comes away with the rebound. UNLV looking to either tie or take the lead. Jackson along the right baseline, over to the left corner, but is tipped away by Boise State out of bounds. Possession goes to the Lady Rebels as Meadow Rowland will check in for Alyssa Brown. Pasco back in the ball game for the Broncos, and also Tatum Thompson as well. 20-18, but just to see Spence seeing that ball go down the twine, just hopefully can build that confidence.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge, not only for her, but for UNLV as a whole today, where they're struggling offensively.
Meadow Rowland turnaround jumper from the Mount West logo is no good, and then a fight for the ball on the rebound. Help ball. Roland, and I believe that was, couldn't quite see, maybe Muse battling down low in the paint to get that rebound. Are both thrown down, but the help ball will go to UNLV. Roland tried to go for that turnaround jumper. She caught it on the left mid block going to her right. 6:18 to go in the second quarter. 20-18 UNLV down by 2. Jackson to the left of the stand. She gives it to Brackens on the left wing inside three-point line. To the top for Alexander. 15 on the shot clock for Aaliyah. She's on the right elbow, picks up the dribble. Great feed down low to Meadow Rowland on the right block against 2 Bronco defenders. What a dime by Alexander. Gives it to Rowland on the right block. The layup is good.
Excellent feed and great hands by Meadow Rowland to be able to keep that above her head and get the finish over the defenders.
The Broncos were trying to give it down low on the left wing to the left block. UNLV knocked it out of play. The Broncos retain possession. They're scoring drought right now over 3 minutes. 20 all between with 5:58 to go in the second quarter. It's a 3, left corner up in the air. It's an air ball. Pasco too much, mustard on that on the shot attempt. Rebound corralled by the Lady Rebels. Now Jackson to the left wing. Jackson to the top for McKenna Bracken, to the right wing inside the three-point line. Hand off to Spence. Spence getting a lot of time here. Spence with a long jumper from the right elbow. It's no good. Rebound, battle, and a fought for by Brackens, and couldn't quite see there for Boise State, but McKenna knocked it out of bounds. Possession goes to the Broncos. 5:40 to go in the second quarter, 20 all, as Elodie Lalott will check back in the ball game. She'll check in for Abby Muse. 5:40 to go in the second quarter, 20 all. I want to thank everyone for joining us here on the Mount West Network, Silver State Sports Entertainment Network, or if you're listening to us here on the Stretch Internet provided us by Learfield. Fastball pass down low to Lalott on the left block. Lalott trying to back down Brackens, but the floater is too short. Rebound corralled by Brackens on her knees. Is able to flip it to Jackson. Jackson Lead the point here for UNLV. Alyssa Brown will check back in at the next whistle for the Lady Rebels. Jackson gets a call from Coach LaRock. 5:10 to go in the second. 20 all. Both teams are shooting below 40%. Jackson gets a double screen going to the right wing. Gives it to Rowland. She's open. 3. Top of the key. No good at the left side of the rim. Bays is able to get the rebound as she was battling with Alexander. Flips it to Narrow. Tatum Thompson, leading scorer for Boise State, is a 3. Left wing goes up in the air, and it's down for Danny Bays. She has now a team-high 8 points. I was going to say Thompson had the team-high 6 points, but Bays gets the 3. It's 23-20. Boise State on top with under 5 to go. Pass from the right wing to the right mid-block is telegraphed perfectly by Lalonde. She takes it away. Now long outlet pass the second time. They've been trying to get Natalie Pasco, Kevany, going up the right sideline, out of the reach for her. It's a turnover for the Broncos, as we will go to immediate timeout with 4:38 to go in the second quarter. Boise State on top of UNLV, 23-20. This is UNLV Lady Rebel basketball from Learfield. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas. Event alongside Kevany Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk. I want to mention this game is brought to you by Pueblo Medical Imaging. The friendly staff of Pueblo Medical Imaging is eager to take care of all your radiology needs and offer same-day, next-day availability. With top-of-the-line state-of-the-art equipment, they're open 7 days a week with early morning and evening appointments to accommodate all patients' schedules. 23-20, Boise State on top. The Broncos who turned the ball over on that last possession. UNLV, 5 turnovers. The Broncos with 6. Lady Rebels down by 3 as Alexander at the top of the key gets a screen going to the right elbow. Down low to the right mid-block. Turnaround jumper from that spot is short. Rebound is corralled by Narrow in the short right corner. Boy, this game is eerily similar, Kevany, to that game back on January 4th against the Broncos up in Boise, Idaho for UNLV. Just really slow starts.
Yeah, and again, it's the defense. They are making it so hard for UNLV to find an open shot.
Oh, Jackson picks the pocket. Jackson goes coast to the right block. The layup is good. She stole the cookie out of the cookie jar and got rewarded with a sweet treat with the right block layup. 23-22, UNLV down by 1 with 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Bays wrapping around. Floater from the Mount West logo is too strong. Rebound corralled by the Lady Rebels. Long outlet pass. Kimpson. Kimpson down low in the right block. Kimpson for the lead. Rattles home for Amarachi Kimpson. Kevany in a blink of an eye. UNLV on top 24-23 as timeout's taken by Gordy Presnell. We'll keep it with you here on the Mountain West Network and the Silver State Sports Entertainment Network. 3:39 to go in the second. 1-point lead for the Lady Rebels. Great defense there by Kiara Jackson to poke the pocket at the top of the key.
Yeah, defense turning into offense, right? And 4 turnovers in the last 5 minutes and 43 seconds for Boise State. Credit UNLV, they have picked it up defensively. They are getting in the passing lanes, active hands. As you mentioned, Kiara Jackson just picking the pocket and taking it the other way. Good things happen when you play excellent team defense.
That's 2 steals for Jackson, has 6 points, 3 of 6 shooting. Jackson, with that last bucket, is now up to 1,199 points from in her illustrious UNLV career. 1 point away from 1,200. Just an amazing player, Kevany.
Incredible. She's been so consistent, and she does it in a variety of different ways, night in and night out for the Lady Rebels.
Thompson on the left wing will put her head down. Thompson running into a wall. That is Alyssa Brown. No whistle was given for the Broncos. Great defense by AB as the shot attempt by Thompson fell harmlessly as an air ball. Brown on the right wing. As the player went down for UNLV, it was rolling on the right block. She's back up. Jackson on the right wing. Goes to her left. Nice little move by Jackson to Kimpson. Left wing 3 is good. Amarachi Kimpson hits the 3-pointer, but what a great shifty move by Kiara Jackson to get the separation. Lalonde down low on the left block. Has her shot rejected by AB. Brown is just playing lockdown defense here in the first half. 2:55 to go in the second. Now Rowland down low on the left block. Rowland, can she get the bucket with the foul? She does, and she screams to the camera. Meadow Rowland, 29-23. 2:53 to go in the second quarter. Kevany in a blink of an eye. It's a 6-point lead for the Lady Rebels.
The Lady Rebels on a 9-0 run, capped off there by that powerful move in the paint by Meadow Rowland. And you have to credit Amarachi Kimpson with the gorgeous feed down low. I mean, she put it where no one else but Meadow could, and just an awesome finish down low.
And now the officials are going to take a look at this play here. 29-23, Rowland will be at the line for the and-one opportunity. Free throw up in the air, and it's good for Meadow, so it's 30-23. I don't know what they might be looking at on this possession. Oh, you know what I think what happened? Meadow got called for a tech. Oh. When I said she was screaming, she got a tech, Meadow? Got it. I thought she was screaming at the camera. I think she was maybe looking down at the defender. It was Danny Bays on the floor, and that That gets UNLV the tech, but then the Lady Rebels will kind of say, hey, ball don't lie. As the first one missed by Narrow. Second free throw up in the air, it's good. So it's 30-24 with 2:53 to go in the second. So unfortunately for Meadow, still listed as a freshman in her second year, redshirted last year. We'll learn those valuable lessons that you scream at the camera, don't look down, don't make eye contact.
Right, it's a fine line, right? Especially in one of those huge emotional plays.
30-24, UNLV though now on top by 6. Lalott down low on the right block, yet again another block by Alyssa Brown. I mean, she is feasting down low in the paint. Defensively for AB, she gets it on the left wing. She wants a three, up in the air, no good. Oh, that would have blown the roof off here at the Cox Pavilion. Battle though along the right baseline between Pasco and Rowland. Pasco's able to get it, but what a steal by Kimpson. Kimpson at the top of the key, looking like a safety off the backboard and in for Amarachi Kimpson from the left block. What hops by Kimpson.
Oh my goodness, just an excellent defensive play. Kimpson now has 12 points on the night.
5 of 6 shooting. Bays to Lalott on the right wing, goes to her right, hand off to Pasco. Pasco 3, right wing, and she went to her left. That one rattles in and out and back in. 32-27, UNLV's lead down to 5, but man, what a play by Amarachi Kimpson. Here comes Rowland. Rowland finger roll layup on the left block is too short as she went from the top of the key, and now for the third time, a long outlet pass to Natalie Pasco is well over her head, out of reach. Pasco was arguing with the official, asking for a foul, did not get it. And the turnover for Boise State. But what happened to the Broncos, if you're listening to us on the radio side, Boise State tried to go for the outlet pass, and Kimpson, you know, when you're playing college football or Madden, you're on the highest difficulty, and the middle linebacker just somehow jumps 20 feet in the air. That was Amarachi Kimpson on that play.
It's an awesome defensive play, like you said, showing off those hops.
32-27 the score. Kimpson, she's feeling it. Kimpson kicks it out to AB. AB open, 3 right corner. It's good. Alyssa Brown from downtown. 35-27. Some high energy plays by the Lady Rebels as Kimpson, the defense just collapsing on her on the right block, able to kick it out to AB. Wasn't the greatest pass, but Brown was patient and is able to get rewarded with a 3. That's going to be a foul. Tatum Thompson, long jumper from the right corner just inside the 3-point line. And Meadow picked up that tech. Now will also pick up her second personal foul. Meadow has 9 points off the bench, so she will have to head to the bench for the remainder of this quarter. But a minute 16 to go, Kevany, here in the second. 35-27 is the score, as Thompson will be at the line for 2.
Yeah, Meadow rolling. I mean, she's been doing it all season long for the Lady Rebels off the bench. Another solid outing here in the first half. 9 points, and you know, she's provided that spark, especially down low when the Lady Rebels were having some difficulty getting going. She checked into the ball game and didn't look back.
Thompson misses the first free throw. She came in 82%. That was 3rd best in the conference. She's 1 of 3 on the day, make it 2 of 4 for the leading scorer for Boise State, who has been red hot as of lately. 11 games in a row in double figures. In that span, she's had 4 20-plus point games. So she has been red hot, obviously playing at an all Mountain West level. 35-28 the score, as Jackson on the left wing in the short left corner for Brown. Kicks it out to Brackens on the right wing. Head fake going to her left, attacks the perimeter. Now hands it off to Alexander. Alexander on the right wing, 10 seconds remaining, under a minute to go. Alexander, cross-court pass to Jackson. On the left corner to Kimpson on the left wing, 5 seconds remaining. Kimpson down low to Brackens, ball is tipped away. Brackens on the left elbow, lets the defense go by at the buzzer, it's good for McKenna Brackens on the left mid block. Even the ugly possessions for UNLV are working, as that ball was on the ground with about 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Bays on the left wing, attacks down low along the left baseline to the short left corner, picks up the dribble, cross-court to Nero at the top, now to Pasco in the right corner, 15 on the shot clock, 37-28, UNLV on top. Pasco, step back 3, right wing, 2 strong, rebound goes all the way out in the left wing inside the 3-point line. Nero comes up with it. Now here goes Pasco. Pasco with a running floater, it's no good. Rebound taken away by Brown. Brown underneath the rim is able to flip it to Jackson before she fell out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining, shot clock is off. The Lady Rebels have hit 7 of their last 9. Jackson at the top. Jackson working her magic. 3 at the buzzer's good. Tiara Jackson from downtown. And UNLV, who had struggled mightily offensively, they wind up with 40 points in the first half. Point guard junior, Little Key from downtown, now has over 1,200 points in her UNLV career. It's a 12-point lead for the Lady Rebels, 40-28, as we will go to a quick break and be right back. UNLV on top. This is UNLV Lady Rebel basketball from Learfield. Back here live at the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside Kevin E. Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk here on the Mountain West Network, Silver State Sports Entertainment Network, or if you listen to us here on the Stretch Internet provided to us by Learfield and by Presto Sports. 40-28 UNLV on top. As we get a moment here, we will try to, well, I was going to do some reads, but I'm getting the spinning wheel of death here, Kevin E. And so what we're going to go to, we're going to go to some scores around the Mountain West here real quick on this Thursday. UNLV currently right now on top of Boise State 40-24. Now I'm scrambling here as we're on camera. And you can see everybody's looking at me right now as I'm trying to get my phone to get the scores. Here on this Wednesday, some scores around the Mountain West. Wyoming defeats New Mexico 50-49. Wyoming, who is trying to keep pace with UNLV to at least get a share of the Mountain West regular season championship. They survived without Allison Fertig against UNR on Saturday, where they won. They think they had maybe 45 points. I'm trying to see here. Fertig did play 15 points for her, but a nice win against New Mexico. Utah State defeated San Jose State 82-75. San Diego State with a come-from-behind victory against Air Force 66-63. Halftime up in Reno, Nevada. Colorado State on top of UNR 31-17, and obviously we are the final game here, 40-28 the score. Kevin, take a look at some of the highlights here in the first half. UNLV got out to a real slow start really in the first and second quarter, but what this great team does is that they can explode very quickly. Amarachi Kimpson has had a great game, Meadow Rowland, and somehow you look at it, UNLV's up 12. How do they do it, Kevin E? Yeah,
really impressed with especially that second quarter, scoring 25 points as a team. As you mentioned, it was coming from a variety of different ways, defensively turning into offense, and there was Amarachi Kimpson with another circus layup. She had an insane first half with 12, and it was coming from everywhere. Like I said, there's Kimpson from downtown. She was doing it in a variety of different ways, and then she was finding her teammates. There was a huge bucket there, an assist from Kimpson, down low to Meadow Rowland, and then as you were just talking about her defense, up in the air right there, looking like a safety, coming up with the steal. I mean, they were all over the place in the first half. After a slow start, they got it together, and they were able to put points up on the board really fast.
UNLV on top 40-28, and Kiara Jackson finished off that first half with a three with about 3 seconds left. 40-28 is the score. We got an opportunity. Now my reads want to work here on this. Computer's starting to get a little old, Kevin. It's that time where it's like, yep, you need to get a new one here. But I want to mention this game is brought to you by Findlay Toyota. After the game or anytime, visit or click Findlay Auto. Findlay Toyota is the largest Toyota dealer in Nevada. Ask for John Barr. He'll do anything to sell you a car. And by Howard Hughes, there's something beautiful happening in Las Vegas. Life in Summerlin, a premier master plan community designed to live as good as it looks. Find your new home at summerlin.com. Want to do one update. Maya Hansen, the junior from Billings, Montana, came in averaging 8.1 points per game. She came out on crutches. She had a little bit of a wrap on her right knee. I hope it's nothing serious. Just feel really devastated for her. You could tell right away when she was down, was in a lot of pain. So hope for the best there for Miss Hansen.
Yeah, exactly. You never want to see a player go down like that, and just best wishes to her, and whatever it may be, speedy recovery.
Tatum Thompson's jumper from the right wing was too strong as Boise State can't convert on their first possession. UNLV on their first possession. Brown on the right wing. Entry pass on the right, block to Brackett. Turnaround jumper from the Mountain West logo. Offline at the left side of the rim. But Alexander underneath the rim comes away with the rebound. Gives it to Kimpson on the right wing. Down low to the right block. Off the backboard and in for Amarachi Kimpson. And that gives me a good stat here to talk about Alexander. She's averaging 3 rebounds per game. But how about now? 38 offensive rebounds for her this year. She had 81 overall total rebounds. She knocks the ball away. She does such a great job of crashing the boards and making an impact rebounding as attacking is Bays, going from left to right. The finger roll layup, hit the backboard, missed the rim, rebound. AB battling with Narrow in the middle of the paint in the restricted area. And the possession error will go to UNLV. But Kevin, I asked Alexander, you know you're like half your rebounds are offensive. She goes, nobody boxes me out, so I'm like, I get a free run to the rim, and I'm going to make them pay.
I love that, and it's all heart and hustle there, and then it gives UNLV the opportunity for another point to score, and as we just saw, Amarachi Kimpson capitalized off of it.
Jackson gets in the left corner, head fake along the left baseline to the short left corner, back out to Brackens on the left wing. Dribble it to the top of the key, 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. UNLV on top, 42-28. Alexander going from right to left. Alexander layup attempt, missed everything. Brackens the offensive rebound, trying to go for the putback. Had her pocket picked from behind by Narrow, and then the ball is squirting around on the right baseline, goes out of bounds. Last touch by UNLV, so possession for the Broncos. 42-28 to score with 8:43 to go here in the third quarter. Amarachi Kimpson leads the way for UNLV with 14.6 of 7 shooting, along with 3 assists. Jackson with 9 points, 4 of 7 shooting. She also has 3 assists as drive down low to the right block. Natalie Pasco's able to beat the UNLV defense. It's 42-30. On the other end, Alexander, three, left corner, trying to answer back, she cannot. As it bangs off the left side of the rim, rebound corralled by Thompson underneath the rim. 42-30, outlet pass to Bays, down low to Muse, a great job by McKenna Brackens on the left block just to get her left hand on it, because if she did not, Muse had an open look for a layup. Possession goes to the Broncos, but good job by McKenna Brackens to save a bucket.
Yeah, great hustle there, getting her hand up in the passing lane.
42-30, UNLV on top by 12 with 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Long jumper from the right elbow goes down for Natalie Pasco. She was able to wrap around from left to right, got a screen. It's 42-32 as Pasco coming into the small game averaging 12.5 points per game, 14th best in the conference. Brackens on the left wing inside three-point line, dead to the dribble, flips it to her right to AB in front of UNLV's bench. Now Brown hand off to Jackson, still in the same spot. She'll wrap to her right. Jumper from the free throw line is good for Kiara Jackson. Thought she was going to continue to go down the paint there, Kevin, but she let the defense go by. Pull-up jumper for KJ, who now has 11 points, over 1,200 points in her career, and now 21st all-time in scoring in UNLV's history. Muse hand off to Pasco on the right wing, goes to her left, long two from the right wing inside the three-point line. The shot attempt is no good, but rebound taken away by Muse on the left wing. Skip pass to the right corner, Bays, long two from the right corner is no good, but a whistle and a foul on the right mid block. A foul's gonna be called on UNLV. That's gonna be the first team foul for UNLV. As Macy James and Meadow Rowland will check in the ball game. Not a lot of fouls there, Kevin. Boise State had 2 in the first half, and UNLV has now 5. One of those was the technical foul. Meadow Rowland coming back in the ball game, picked it up. She has 2.
Yeah, she's the only player right now, like you said, that has 2 fouls and just needs to be careful early on here for the Lady Rebels.
44-32 UNLV on top by 12 with 7:20 to go in the third quarter. As Jackson guarding Bays, head fake on the left wing, attacks down low to the left block. Great pass from left to right, but it goes through the hands of Muse on the right block, and Brown comes away with a steal underneath the rim. Now Kimpson on the left wing. Kimpson thought about attacking, retreats back out, AB at the top. Kimpson picked up that last personal foul, by the way. That was her first personal. Brown on the right wing inside the three-point line, dead to the dribble, hand off to James. MJ, the senior, on the right wing to the top for Rowland, 13 on the shot clock. Now Rowland to the left wing, hand off to Jackson. Jackson on the left wing, got a little bit of room. She wants the three, up in the air, no good at the left side of the rim. AB with the offensive rebound. AB goes for the reverse layup, but has her shot rejected. Rowland comes away with it on the left mid block, and she is fouled on the shot attempt. And UNLV will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. UNLV this year, Kevin, 20-0 when winning the rebounding battle. Lindy LaRocque always talks about you got to win it, and you see it there. They got 2 offensive rebounds now with 29 rebounds to Boise State's 24.
Yeah, you have to love the heart and hustle there underneath the bucket as they are just crashing the boards. Both Meadow Rowland and Alyssa Brown in there on that one. It's resulting with Meadow Rowland at the line.
Meadow now 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. She hit an and one. Why she got attacked, unfortunately, for Meadow. Got a little too excited and yelled in the face of Danny Bays. Second free throw for Meadow. Pops in and out. No good. 45-32 is the score. Pasco picked up the personal foul for the Broncos. That was her first personal and the team's first. Only 3 fouls by the Broncos. It's Narrow on the right wing, down low to the right block for Muse. Now to Bays, wrapping around the short right corner, and the jumper is good from about, say, 16 feet out. 45-34 is the score. Bays now has 10 points on the day. 45-34, UNLV on top with 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Jackson on the right wing. UNLV shooting 41% from the field. The Broncos just 33%. Great defense by the Lady Rebels. Now Kimpson on the handoff. Goes to the left elbow. Jumper up in the air is good. Amarachi Kimpson, Kevin, he's 16 points. She's 7 of 8. She's surgical out there.
Just really getting it done from all over. Just a smooth-looking 2-dribble pull-up there for Amarachi Kimpson.
UNLV on top now by 13. A win today by the Lady Rebels will give them the outright Mount West regular season championship. Thompson, step-back jumper from the Mount West logos. No good. A lot of contact. Gordy Presnell wanted a foul call. He did not get it. UNLV came away with the rebound. Kimpson on the right wing. Entry pass on the left mid block to Rowland. Going to her left. Rowland on the left block, but the layup attempt is no good. Rebound is corralled by Thompson. Rowland trying to go from right to left. Got the initial separation, but good closeout by the Broncos. Thompson on the right wing inside the three-point line. Dead to the dribble. Cross-court pass to Narrow. 3 left wing is short. Hit the front side of the rim, but Bays gets the offensive rebound. And another block by UNLV. I think that was Brown again. Broncos recover it. Broncos, it's Thompson. Thompson on the right mid block puts up a wild shot, hit the backboard, missed the rim. Rebound corralled by UNLV. I'm trying to look at it here. AB might have 4 blocks on the day, Kevin.
Just incredible defense down low in the post. I think that was Alyssa Brown, and that is block number 4.
What a performance by AB, who's top 10 in the Mountain West in blocks per game. and also in steals per game as well. Great defensive players. James on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Jackson on the right wing. Down low to Rowland on the right block. Rowland going to her left. Hook shot from the restricted area is good for Meadow Rowland. Give her 12 points on the day for Meadow. 5 of 11 for the freshman from Fresno, California, as we have a stoppage of play here. Nero was a little bit hobbled as she was trying to get the inbound. The official stopped the play, and that will stop the play as well for us. 49-34 is the score with 4:49 to go in the third quarter. UNLV on top by 15. We'll be right back. This is UNLV Lady Row basketball from Learfield. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside our superstar, Kevin Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk. Thanks for joining us here on your Wednesday night, wherever you're watching or listening. As Elodie Lalott on the right block kicks it out in the right corner. Running floater for the Broncos is no good. Rebound is corralled by MJ. AC James, the senior from Fresno, California, has it on the left wing. Going to right, to the right elbow, to the right mid-block. Backing down Bays. James, though, has her shot rejected by Bays. Bays falls down and is going to be called for a traveling violation. You did everything right defensively by Bays, who absorbed the contact there by MJ. She was going from left to right, got the block in the ball, but unfortunately, when you fall down, it's still considered a traveling violation.
Right, just a great defensive play, but lost her footing there. And ultimately got called for the travel.
UNLV retains possession, or gets the possession back, but they give it right back as James on the right elbow, trying to give it down low on the right block. It was tipped, and the Broncos forced the turnover for UNLV. That's their 7th of the ball game. Bays missed that last jumper for Boise State as she's wrapping around to the left elbow, but a foul's going to be called before the shot attempt on the left elbow. It's going to be on UNLV, just the 2nd team foul for the Lady Rebels, and I believe, can't quite see. I believe Meadow Rowland. So that's going to be the 3rd personal on Meadow. That's the only foul trouble for UNLV. Meadow's looking at the officials like, how did I get a foul? I didn't do anything. She's trying to plead her case as Bays attacking down low on the left baseline. Tries to go for a layup, but she hit the bottom of the backboard. And we're going to get a whistle. As Tegan Colvin, forgot to mention, she is in the ball game. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on Boise State. So it's going to be the 2nd team foul for the Broncos as Amarachi Kimpson back in the ball game. You should have seen Meadow looking at the official. She's like, what do you mean? How did I get the foul? By the way, so Amarachi Kimpson, while I get an opportunity, I told Rachi, she played 40 minutes. I was like, didn't you? She's going to go take it. Sorry. I'll have to say it coming out of a break. It's pretty funny. It's rolling on the right elbow. Tries to work her magic. Kicks it out to Rachi. 3, right corner, up in the air. It's good. Amarachi Kimpson hits the 3-pointer, and UNLV on top now. 52-34 with 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Nero puts her head down to left mid-block. Going back to her right to the top for Christensen. Now over to the right wing for Gardner, who's in the ball game. Down low for Lalott. Lalott on the double team on the right block. Has to kick it back out to Gardner. Fading to the right corner. Back down low to Lalott. Lalott puts her shoulder into the chest of Brackens. Missed the first try. Recovers for the second on the right block. And the putback is good for Elodie Lalott. That ends the 7-0 run for the Lady Rebels as Colvin almost slipped and fell on the right wing. Able to regain her footing. She goes to the left wing inside the 3-point line. To the top here for McKenna. McKenna to the right wing. Picks up the dribble, hand off to MJ, wrapping around to her left to the free throw line. To Rowland on the left wing. 15 on the shot clock. 52-36. Colvin. Great fastball pass to Kimpson on the right corner to the right wing for James. Colvin fell down, 7 seconds remaining. Now Bracken's on the left wing, hand off to Tegan. Tegan going from left to right. Tegan puts up a wild shot and she is fouled. As the shot attempt from the Mount West logo is no good, but she'll head to the line to shoot 2. I thought she was going to go for the layup attempt there, Kevany, but at the last second fires a fastball. I think that scared Rachi as well. As Alexander will check back in the ball game.
Just a heads-up play by Tegan Colvin to realize the shot clock's, dwindling down, to just put her head down, take it hard to the rack, and drew the foul.
Colvin at the line, first free throw, in and out, no good. Tegan, who's getting a lot more minutes here in Mount West play. I know as a freshman, you're trying to build up those minutes. It could be tough. You were a star in high school. You get to college, and it's like, man, what am I doing wrong? And she misses both. She can't believe it. But she's getting some valuable minutes in Mount West play, whether it be about 3 to 5 minutes. But I think that's going to help build her to have a great career here at UNLV.
Yeah, it's going to set her up for success, right? That freshman year, the transition's so hard, but these minutes are crucial for her.
Lalott on the left block going to her right, puts her shoulder in the chest of Brackens, but she misses the floater from the restricted area. Good defense there by McKenna. We talked about it. Lalott is a very physical, big, down low in the paint. She brings it. You got to be ready for a tough game. As Brackens to the right wing inside the 3-point line. Hand off to Kimpson on the right wing, going to her left. Kimpson on the right elbow to Rowland on the left wing. And we'll attack the perimeter. Hand off to Colvin. Colvin, there's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Nero. Nero can't believe it. She's just giving the thumbs up. She's saying the thumbs up, not to the official for the call. Says for a held ball if she got called for the tackle. Like, I was asking for a held ball, but she did not. as Macy Spencer will check in for Tegan Colvin. 52-36 the score. UNLV on top with 2:20 to go in the third quarter. A win here for UNLV. They will win the regular season championship outright for the 4th straight season. It'll be the first team since Colorado State did it back in 2014 through 2017. Spence will get the inbound out on the left front court, going to her right at the top, guarded by Gardner. She goes to the right wing, picked up by Christensen. Out of the top for Brackens, 14 on that shot clock. What a pass down low to Rowland on the left block, and the layup is good. The feed from McKenna Brackens as Rowland was battling hard down low in the paint. 14 points for Rowland, who is, I think, in line for not only freshman of the year, but 6th player of the year. It's a lot on the right block, trying to muscle down McKenna Brackens, but she left the shot too strong. Rebound taken away by UNLV. Gibson on the right wing inside the three-point line. Will attack, now gives it back out to Brackens. Brackens on the left wing inside the three-point line to the top here for Rowland. 14 on the shot clock. Rowland going to the right wing inside the three-point line. Picks up the dribble, hand off to Alexander. Alexander still on the right wing, 7 seconds remaining. Alexander going to her left. Alexander down low. Alexander, the right block layup is good. I thought she was going to go to her left. She switched it up to the right hand, kisses it off the backboard and in for Alexander. That's her first bucket of the ball game. Aaliyah had missed her first 8 shots. 56-36, 20-point lead. Bays on the left mid block. We're going to get a whistle and a blocking foul. Alexander just got her first bucket. Is going to be called for a blocking foul there on the left mid block. 20-point lead there for UNLV. What a nice little move there, Kevin, by Alexander. Thought she was going to go with the left, but switches it up with the right.
Yeah, just, you know, it showed both her strength, right? A really strong drive, put her head down, but then the finesse, the beautiful circus finish there, as you mentioned. Little artistic finish, and just good for her to get on the board. And, you know, like you said, not a great start offensively for her where she wants to start, but that's always good to see the ball go in the bucket.
56-36 is the score. Alexander went to the bench for UNLV as Bay's first free throw attempt is too strong. 78% from the charity stripe. It's a Boise State team that was projected to finish 4th in the Mount West, and the reason why, because they brought back Abby Muse, they brought back Mary Kay Narrow, they brought back Elodie Lalott. They felt like they had such a, you know, so much experience, so much scoring coming back, and they just haven't been able to put things together. But still, I mean, they're 6-9, and they're a scary 6-9 team as Broncos go 1 out of 2. Spence to the free throw line, jumper good for Macy Spencer. 5 points on the day for the sophomore from Katy, Texas, as she went from right to left as she tries to build up some confidence here late in the season. 58-37 the score, UNLV on top as Jackson steals the ball on the left wing, and Jackson is fouled. Another steal for KJ. That's her 3rd of the ball game to go along with 11 points and 4 assists.
She's been so active defensively all game long for the Lady Rebels, getting in the passing lanes, active hands, and right there, another steal for Point God Jr.
That's the 5th team foul there for the Broncos. There's the announcer's jinx. I was like, yeah, we haven't had a lot of fouls. And then we've got 8 fouls here in the third quarter. Jackson will be at the free throw line. First free throw attempt for KJ, in and out, no good. Jackson coming into the ball game, 74% from the charity stripe, averaging 12.7 points per game, 13th best in the conference, and 5.1 assists per game. That is best in the conference. Second free throw is good. So make it 59-37 the score. UNLV on top here. Under a minute to go. Lady Rebels lead by 22. As on the court, you've got Bays, Hutton, Gardner, Lalott, and Clark, as Lalott has it on the right mid block. Going to her left. What a pass to Hutton, and she gets the layup to go down. Libby Hutton, the freshman from Australia, as UNLV on the other end. Jackson to the short right corner. Jackson fading away, and she's able to draw the foul. And KJ will be back at the line to shoot a couple free throws, where she just went 1 out of 2. 20-point lead here for UNLV. It feels like 2 days ago that we were in that first quarter where the Lady Rebels couldn't hit anything, and now they're at 46%.
And that's what makes this team so scary is, you know, we hear from a number of the coaches on the staff how hard it is for other teams to scout the Lady Rebels, right? Because they have so many weapons offensively that at any given night, one player can get hot, and it only takes one player. And that's what we saw here today is they started slow, but they built up some momentum offensively.
Jackson misses both free throws, so UNLV, the one area that they've really struggled is the charity strike. They're 3 of 9, 33%. Some uncharacteristic misses by Jackson as Hutton attacking down low on the left block. She's lost the ball, is able to recover it, and a fadeaway jumper as she lands at the Mount West logo is good. 59-41, Libby Hutton with back-to-back buckets. As the Lady Rebels lead shrunken down to 18. 10 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. Jackson on the left front court. Going to her right. Jackson to the right mid block. Jumper up in the air for KJ. Too strong. Rebound fought 4-1 by Lalott. 1 second remaining, and the Broncos will not put up a shot attempt. And And that will end the third quarter. UNLV, a very productive third quarter. They're 1 quarter away from another Mountain West regular season championship. We will have that call. Exciting moments for the Lady Rebels. 59-41 is the score. We'll be right back here on the Mountain West Network and the Silver State Sports Entertainment Network. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside Kevin E. Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomczyk. UNLV on top, 59-41. I want to mention as we get an opportunity, this game is brought to you by EOS. Get off the sidelines and in EOS Fitness, a proud partner of UNLV, featuring premium amenities, including our turf functional training area, Move EOS Cinema, open 24/7, and much more. Going for as low as $9.99 per month at joineos.com. EOS Fitness, better gym, better price. UNLV on top, 59-41. The Lady Rebels took the lead late in the second quarter, and they've not looked back since, trying to get their 4th straight Mountain West regular season championship. As a shot attempt, hook shot from the Mountain West logo, no good. Lamont with the offensive rebound on the right block, has her shot knocked away from behind. It might have been another block there by UNLV. It was Millie Sharp who went from left to right on the floater from the middle of the paint. So the Broncos, their struggles continue. Kevin E. offensively came into this quarter 33%. They missed their first 2 shots of the 4th. And
credit the Lady Rebels defensively. I mean, Alyssa Brown was up in their face, disrupting shots, making it more difficult. Those are the type of plays that don't make the stat sheet, but Alyssa Brown does night in and night out.
3 left wing for Brown. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Alexander in the middle of the paint in the restricted area. And the putback is good for Aaliyah Alexander. She had to maneuver through McKenna Brackens, who was down on the ground. Alexander now has 4 points on the day. She has 3 rebounds, Kevin, all of them offensively.
Yeah, the point you made earlier, no one boxes her out, so she says, I just crashed the boards.
A 3 from the right corner is too strong. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by UNLV. 61-41 is the score. They did give AB the block on that shot attempt by Lalonde. That's 5 blocks for Brown. I got to think that's a career high for her. As Millie Sharp on the left wing attacks to the left mid block, and a foul's going to be called on Amarachi Kimpson. 9:03 to go in the 4th. Okay, here's the story for Rachi. Rachi played 40 minutes, but I'm like almost positive that you checked out. So I asked her when we were in the airport in Denver, I was like, didn't you come out of the ball game? She goes, yeah, for like 10 seconds. And then KJ picked up her 2nd personal foul, so she had to come back in. She said she was upset because she poured a Cheez-Its into her hand and didn't get to eat the Cheez-Its. KJ got the foul and had to come back in, so she had to throw the Cheez-Its away and played 40 minutes. So I asked her, I was like, really, Cheez-Its? She goes, there was no grapes. That's usually my go-to snack off the bench. It's a 3 from the right corner is no good, but it bangs off the backside of the rim, and it goes all the way out in the left corner. And the offensive rebound by the Broncos is a skip pass. Sharp 3, right wing yet again. It's no good. Rebound. Bracken's trying to get it. It's on the ground on the free throw line. Battle for it. Jackson comes away with it at the top. We're going to get a held ball as the ball was going in and out of the hands. It looked like 4 players, 2 for each team. The possession arrow will go to UNLV. 61-41 the score with 8:32 to go in the 4th quarter. Lady Rebels lead by 20. They've led for a majority of this ball game. Clark and Sharp both missed those 3-pointers for the Broncos as they're shooting just 30%, 5 of 12 from downtown. UNLV 6 of 16. As Brown at the top of the key over the left wing for Alexander. To her left in front of UNLV's bench for Kimpson. Kimpson going to her right. She attacks down low, and Clark is going to pick up the personal foul. That's going to be the first team foul there for Boise State, and for Clark, that is going to be her first personal. The Broncos, who came into this half, I think maybe 1 or 2 fouls, put UNLV in the bonus. They had 16 fouls. That was the 9th overall foul in the ball game. As Kimpson on the inbound ball knocked away, she's able to recover it on the left wing. 18 seconds remaining. She goes to her right. Amarachi Kimpson up in the air, off the backboard and in from left to right. And what I love about Rachi is her hang time is just unbelievable to get the ball at the high point, let the defense go by, and a nice kiss off the backboard as the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by UNLV, but Rachi having herself a game. 21 points, Kevin, for the sophomore from Little Elm, Texas.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation there. She knew exactly where she wanted to go. She got to her spot. Like you said, that hang time with the defender blowing by, she makes it look easy and got the finish.
That bounce pass from the left elbow down low in the middle of the paint is intercepted by UNLV. The Lady Rebels went to a 2-3 zone defensively, and it works for the first time. Here goes Kimpson again from the restricted area. The floater is good for Rachi, who's cooking here in Sin City. 65-41, UNLV leads. 3 on the other end. Right corner is good by Gardner, the freshman from Washington. 65-44, UNLV on top big as Jackson on the right wing. Out to the top here for AB. UNLV's hit their last 3 from the field. Brown on the left wing inside 3-point line. To the top here for Brackens. Brackens, backdoor cut. It's going to be a kickball by Lalonde. She kicked the ball there on the right elbow as Alexander and Spencer will check back in the ball game. Lindsay Lavarich will be in the ball game for the first time for the Broncos. And Alyssa Christensen is in as well. Looks like for Gordy Presnell, he is running with the bench here for the remainder of this fourth quarter. I haven't seen the starters in for a little bit of time now.
And again, you know, their bench can score. They have a really deep bench. So, you know, no matter what the score is, next woman up mentality.
Spence on the right corner inside the three-point line to the right wing for Rowland. Hand off to Kimpson. Exact same spot. She goes to her left. Now skip pass to the left wing for Brackens. Brackens looking for the backdoor cut on the left wing. Has to give it to Rowland at the top. 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Down to Alexander. Alexander on the left wing going to her right. Alexander, the floater from the restricted area is good. Aaliyah Alexander, in a blink of an eye, she has 6 points there, Kevin. After starting out 0 of 8, she is now 3 of 11 as we're going to get a whistle and a traveling violation. The Broncos, it was Libby Hutton attacking down low from the right wing to the right mid block. It's going to be turnover number 14 for Boise State. And Kevin, the trend continues for UNLV. How many turnovers they had in the first quarter? Felt like 4 or 5. They have 7. They get them all out of the way in the first quarter, and then they're lights out.
Then they clean it up.
Yes. Or unless when Wyatt said it against Fresno State and had the great announcer jinxes. Here's Rowland. Rowland. Oh my goodness, how did she get it to go? How did that? Was not one, how was it not a foul call? But Rowland absorbing the contact, fading away to her right on the right block. Meadow with 16 points, Kevin, 69-44.
Just an athletic finish there. She continues to impress down low.
Hutton going from right to left. The running floater from the restricted area could not get the friendly roll. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos as Kennedy Winfrey will come into the ball game here for UNLV for the first time. 6:26 to go in the fourth quarter, 69-44. And if you were listening to us here on the radio side, the pregame, the interview with Coach LaRock, is Colvin back in the ball game. I asked her about Kennedy Winfrey, who will walk on senior day, part of that great recruiting class. She does have 1 more year of eligibility, but Coach LaRock wanted her to be able to walk out with KJ and AB, part of that great class. But I tell you what, you know what Ken has brought to the table, just an inspiration of coming back from an injury and playing it still at a high level and being such a team leader, being that blue-collar player. She is definitely an inspiration to a lot of girls out there.
Oh, 100%. I just love what Coach LaRock said. She said, yeah, I mean...
And then she hits the fadeaway. Fadeaway jumper from the right mid-block for Kennedy Winfrey, the junior from Canyon, Texas.
As we're over here giving Kennedy Winfrey her flowers, she said, hold on a second, let me get this bucket down. But yeah, I just love what Coach LaRock said, that yeah, she's a great, hard-working player, but she's an incredible person. I just love her as a person.
Stolen away by UNLV. Outlet pass to Spence. Spence on the right block has her shot rejected, but she is fouled. UNLV forcing the turnover in the paint. Colvin with the long outlet pass to Spence. 71-44. UNLV has hit their last 6 from the field. 6-0 run for the Lady Rebels, who are 50% from the field. As Macy James will check in for Aaliyah Alexander. What a performance here by UNLV. And like I said, it just feels ages ago that first quarter happened where the Lady Rebels just couldn't get anything to go down. The second quarter, they were down by 5. And then they go into halftime up on top by 12. That is what makes this team so scary good. In a blink of an eye, this game's out of reach as Spence hits both free throws.
Yeah, they're able to compartmentalize, right? They put that first quarter behind them and flipped the page and never looked back from the second quarter on.
Home defense here by the Lady Rebels, who will have 1 more game at home on Saturday against San Jose State. Libby Hutton gives it out to the corner for Lavarich. 3 from the right corner. It's good. That is going to be the 7th three-pointer for the Broncos. 73-47 the score. 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter as Lavarich is able to hit her first bucket of the ball game. Now James on the left wing. To the left corner for Spence. Now to Colvin on the left wing. Head fake going to her right to the free throw line. Back out to Spence. Open 3. Left wing. It's looking good, and it's in and out. Kennedy with the offensive rebound. Putback is no good. If Tegan Colvin was on Boise State, she would have been called for a foul, but unfortunately, she is not. And Kent took the contact from Colvin, and it affected her shot as she missed the putback. 73-47, UNLV on top. Entry pass to Christensen on the right block. She is fouled on a double team coming by Ken and Rowland, who picked up the foul. I believe it's going to be on Winfrey. Her first personal and the team's third. That puts us to immediate timeout. Final timeout of the ball game with 4:46 to go in the fourth. UNLV on top, 73-47. We'll be right back. This is UNLV Lady Rebel basketball from Learfield. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside Kevin E. Martin. I'm Wyatt Tomchek. 73-47 is the score, and I'm happy to report for Kevin E. It was incident-free coming to work today. If people don't remember, you know, Kevin fell down and got, I didn't know you got staples in your hand as well. There's a 3 from the right wing, no good. UNLV comes away with the rebound. Long outlet pass to Spence, got by to the fence, to the left block. Spence is fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. But Kevin was so excited to tell me, like, oh, my hands are a lot better today. And I look, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that hurt.
They heal fast. They heal fast.
But you know what's funny?
I'm back out running on the trail.
There you go. You know what was funny was, obviously I put you on the spotlight because, I love to do that.
Yep.
You know, we have fun on here. But you said you had so many texts from people
that were like, what? And they're like, you downplayed it. I was like, well, I was not expected to be put on the spot like that. Thanks, Wyatt.
That's what Wyatt's for. Don't worry, you'll get me back. Everyone always gets Wyatt back. 75-47 the score, UNLV on top. My roommates who are listening right now, they're like, yeah, that's true. As a 3 from the left wing is no good. Rebound taken away by Tegan Colvin. Ellie Guinea is in the ballgame for the first time, so is Erica Collins. Here goes Colvin. Colvin with the running floater, too strong. Ball up in the air, and it's taken away by Colvin at the free throw line. Trying to fire past the left wing is taken away by Christensen. Now Gardner will have it for Boise State. 75-47 the score with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's still Kevin has a 3 from the left corner for Boise State. Too strong. Offensive rebound for Stedman on the right block. Kicks it out. Gardner 3, top of the key, and that one rattles home. So Stedman with the offensive rebound. Back out to Gardner at the top of the key. And the 75-50. Still can't believe this is the second to last home game for the Lady Rebels. Non-conference feels like it takes forever, but then once you get into conference play, you blink and it's like, oh my gosh, the conference tournament's next week.
Yeah, it flew by, and you know, we're on the verge of the best time of the entire year, in my opinion, March, and oh.
Kennedy Winfrey from the left corner. It was such a nonchalant catch there by Ken on the pass, skip pass from Spence from the right wing to the left corner, but Ken could not hit the 3, 75-50. But UNLV in a couple weeks will be back at the Thomas & Mack Center, where they've only lost once in the last, say, 4 years, and that one loss was to Oklahoma, who's nationally ranked. 75-50 as the ball goes out of bounds, 3:14 to go in the fourth quarter. The Lady Rebels, that kind of goes back to this point here for UNLV. They've defended both home courts very well this year.
They really have, and that's what, you know, winners do. That's what the championship mindset is it starts at home. You know, control what you can control, and obviously you have to get wins at home if you're trying to defend titles.
Allie Heckman, who's in the ballgame for the first time now, 3 way downtown by Gardner. She was feeling it. That was Caitlin Clark range, but it was offline, hit the right side of the rim. Now Spence gets in the left corner. She's got the separation, and the 3 is good for Macy Spencer. About 12 points for Spence. She's hit a couple 3-pointers, and she's a perfect 4 of 4 from downtown. Good game for the sophomore from Katy, Texas. And she could be that weapon for UNLV, especially, I think, you know, in conference tournament time, NCAA tournament time, hit a couple 3s off the bench, really make the defense uncomfortable.
Yeah, she has the ability to hit those big-time shots, like you said, a beautiful stroke, and she can catch fire and hit a couple in a row. Battle
for the ball in the right mid-block. Christensen comes away with the offensive rebound. Bounce pass in the short right corner is Stedman. Stedman going from right to left, trying to fire a pass. It's taken away by UNLV. 16 turnover. Here's Ellie Guinea. Guinea kind of stumbling there on the left wing. Gives it to Spence. Now at the top here for Colvin. UNLV leading by 28 with 2:10 to go in the fourth quarter. The Lady Rebels will celebrate after this ball game, winning another Mountain West regular season championship as Spence 3 from the right wing, no good. Collins offensive rebound, trying to get the putback, but it's going to be a held ball. Possession error will go to Boise State as Macy James will check in the ball game here for UNLV. She'll be in for Spence, who, how about Macy Spencer today, Kevin? 12 minutes, came in early in the first half. 12 points for her, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from downtown. Really good game there for Macy.
And like you said, just crucial minutes, especially heading into conference tournament play. You never know who needs to step up off the bench.
There's a 3 from the right corner. It's good for Stedman. How about, though, it's kind of like the New Mexico game all over again, where the teams are struggling to shoot from 2, as the Lobos did, but yet they're hitting a boatload of 3s. That's the 9th 3-pointer for Boise State. They're 45%. You say that, if you told Gordy Presnell, as James gets in the left corner, 3, trying to answer back, and she does. Macy James, a senior from Fresno, California, shooting 40% from downtown on the year. But if you told Gordy, you're shooting 45%, you hit 9 threes, you're like, oh, all right, well, the game was pretty close, right? No, it didn't go that way. You see Gordy just kind of sitting down. He just hand over his face. It's been that kind of night for the Broncos. As Collins trying to fire a pass to her left. Colvin, though, is able to recover it on the right wing. Now to Guinea. Head fake. Goes to her left. 3. Right corner. No good. Kennedy trying to get their offensive rebound. She does in the left corner. Now James has it on the left wing. 1 minute remaining as UNLV will get to celebrate afterwards. Another championship for UNLV. we will have, hopefully, Coach LaRocque. Collins, turnaround jumper from the left mid-block is good. Erica Collins gets the jumper to go down. One of the nicest people you will ever meet. The junior from Chino Hills, California. 83-53 as a jumper from the left corner, no good. Rebound, Christensen comes up with it. Held ball between her and Winfrey, and we'll go to the Lady Rebels. It'll probably be a little bit longer for us to get to the post game as everybody will do their pictures. We hope to maybe have Coach LaRocque on the post game. We'll also have Amarachi Kimpson, who was just lights out today, Kevin.
Just an unbelievable game offensively for Kimpson. 23 points, 4 assists. I mean, she not only getting it done herself, but getting her teammates involved.
Collins on the left elbow, out to Guinea. Open three, left corner. No good, hit the right side of the rim. The bench would have exploded. As the rebound taken away here by the Broncos. But UNLV was down by 5 in the second quarter. They exploded to a 12-point lead going into half. They did not look back. The Lady Rebels will sweep Boise State. Another win in a row against the Broncos. That's 9 in a row against Gordy Presnell's squad. As a jumper at the buzzer is no good, and that will end the ball game. The reign continues for the Lady Rebels in the regular season. They win at 83-53, and they have now won their 4th straight Mountain West regular season championship. The Lady Rebels will be the #1 seed in next month's conference tournament. We'll take a break and be back, hopefully with Coach LaRocque and with Amarachi Kimpson here on the Mountain West Network and the Silver State Sports Entertainment Network. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's a treat to be joined by the boss, Coach LaRocque. Coach, 4 straight Mountain West regular season championships outright. Just an unbelievable performance for you guys today, but just talk to me how difficult this opportunity was for you guys, and to do this 4 years in a row, just to be consistent 4 years in a row. Why is this so special?
Winning is really, really hard. It's really fun, but it is so hard. And, you know, maybe our group has made it look easy. The senior class maybe has made it look easy. They don't know anything but championships. And so, you know, honestly, it's a culmination of a lot of things. The right people at the right place, doing the right thing, and just having a consistent effort to play together. And to uphold a championship atmosphere, standard of excellence, and everything that we do. You know,
coming into this season, there was a lot of question marks for you guys. You lose the heart and soul of the team, one of the best players in UNLV history, Desiree Young. But you guys come out this year and said, you know what, hey, it's tough losing Desi, but it's the next woman up mentality. You guys now 15-1 in conference play. Why is this one so special?
Well, whenever you secure a championship, regardless of the opponent, it's just really special. I thought we had a tremendous effort today. I challenged our team that it's not about our opponent, it's about us playing well at the right time of the year and doing it for each other. And, you know, I'm really proud of our effort from top to bottom, to get everyone in the game, to have everyone see success. That's what our championship culture is all about. The starters doing their job so the people that work their tail off in practice can come in and have success as well.
I know you talk about, you know, to win this championship today, obviously you had to beat Boise State. A little bit of a slow start for you guys, but, you know, in a blink of an eye, you guys were down 5 in the second. You go into halftime up 12. I thought it really started on the defensive side of the ball, and we were talking about the pregame. Alyssa Brown was fabulous down low with the shot blocking.
Yeah, what'd she have, 5 blocks? I mean, and maybe she got a finger on a few more. It did start with our defensive effort, which allowed us to get in transition. Amarachi Kimpson, she might have been quiet here for the last couple weeks, but boy, was she loud today, especially in transition. And, you know, she's really tough to guard. We know that because we see it every day in practice, so I'm happy she did that to an opponent today.
How many times are you going to have to rewatch that play where I think she got up like 20 feet in the air to get the steal and the layup?
It was what an athletic, incredible awareness play. In transition like that, I mean, again, it just kind of showed. I didn't teach her any of that athleticism. I'm not trying to take credit for it, but, you know, she's been waiting kind of for a breakout game, and we all know what she's capable of, and yeah, it's tremendous.
And then also Meadow Rowland, I thought, was really physical, both on the offensive, defensive side of the ball. You can tell she was wanting it on the offensive rebounds. I thought it was a solid game for, you know, I'm going to say it right now, I think should be the favorite for both Freshman of the Year and 6th Player of the Year.
Yeah, well, people probably think we're pretty biased, but I thought more than anything, she played really hard. really hard. This was her first time on the court playing for a championship, and you felt it. She wanted to do everything that she could to help our team win. And she did a lot. I mean, her offensive production, she just comes in and gives us things. Like you said, her rebounding effort was tremendous. But, you know, we don't do anything without Kiera Jackson.
Yep.
You know that. She is the heart and soul, really, of our team and makes everything go. Alyssa Brown, Kennedy Winfrey, our seniors, Macy James. It starts with them and the culture that we've set. So, you know, I'm proud. I'm glad we got this game. We've got a next game. You know, that's the biggest game of the year, our senior night, because we want to do this all over again. You know, and then we got one more left after that in Wyoming.
As you talk about with Kiera Jackson, point guard junior, as Kevin has given her. One last question for you real quick. You know, I was talking with Kevin before the game. You know, this last stretch for you guys after that bye, you get Colorado State, a talented Boise State team, Wyoming. This feels like kind of like I said, an appetizer to a conference tournament with so many tough opponents back to back.
Well, and that's why we're focused on us. Because, yeah, it hasn't just been a walk in the park, you know, and we have to improve. We want to be playing well, playing our best right here at the right time of the year.
All right, now, we don't have a special handshake like I do with KJ or ABs. After every game, me and Lindy, we just meet each other and give ourselves a good high five.
High five, classic.
That is it. Coach LaRock, thank you for your time. As we will try to get Amarachi Kimpson. Now for the awkward, you just take off the headset and then you can just walk off.
I know. Hopefully it didn't mess up my hair.
I hope that. It looks good. You look like a champion today. That is Coach LaRock. Hopefully we can get Amarachi Kimpson. I don't know, she's getting talked to by a bunch of fans here. Let me see if I can get Caitlin. Anyway, we might throw it to break here, see if we can get Amarachi Kimpson. If we do come back with Rachi, or if not, we will just finish it up here from the Mountain West, from the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be right back here from Sin City. Back here live at the Cox Pavilion here in Las Vegas, Nevada. UNLV clinches another Mountain West regular season championship, 4 in a row. 83-53 was the score, and the big reason why, I mean, she was red hot today. Amarachi Kimpson, the sophomore from Little Elm, Texas. She went 10 of 11 today, and she informed me that the one shot that she missed should have been a foul, so she's asking for a replay review. We'll see if we can get that reversed for her. But Rachi, first off, for you guys overall as a team, you know, this is your second year. All you've seen here at UNLV is win championships. How important, how impressed are you with this overall performance this season to secure another regular season championship?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really impressed. I mean, it's easy to learn from, you know, girls that have been getting championships the whole time I've been here and that they've been here. So really, we're getting close to that Mountain West tournament time. So, you know, we want to be prepared as possible.
And, you know, I was talking with Lindy, you know, coming into this season, obviously there was a lot of question marks. You lose the heart and soul of this team, one of the best players in Mountain West history and in UNLV history, Desi Ray Young. Have to replace great three-point shooters with Obi Izor, with Ashley, Durazo Frescas. And you guys you come in now 15-1 in conference play. What makes this team so special?
I think, you know, we're a deep team. Like, anybody can come up, step up any time of the day. So, I mean, it's good that, you know, again, people can step up and really we just play our game and let it come to us.
And for you today, as we mentioned, 10 of 11, 23 points. What was working for you on the offensive side of the ball? It felt like you were getting everything from the outside to the inside. I know I talked to you about how impressed I am with you. When you get up in the air, you just stay there for like 20 seconds, it feels like, to let everybody go by and get the easy layup.
I know. I have such good air time. Such good air time.
But what was kind of working for you?
Honestly, I mean, I've just been going with my instincts. Of course, like, coming off of injury, I wasn't getting like as much reps as I usually would be, but I'm, you know, trying to lock in and just not second guess myself.
Yeah, I was telling Lindy, I was like, are you guys going to have to replay that steal you had where you looked like you went like 20 feet up in the air?
Oh, really? I know. It felt like I got pretty high.
You got pretty high. I was like, oh, my goodness. And then you score.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I was telling with Lindy, you know, for you guys to get back in this ball game, it started on the defensive side of the ball. AB was really great. You guys forced a lot of turnovers, getting in the passing lanes. How much pride did you guys have on that defensive side of the ball, really limiting Boise State, what, 31% from the field, 53 points?
I know. You know, they have a very good shooting guard, so of course it was like more about pressuring them, not letting them get wherever they wanted to. So it was really just about our scouting report and what we needed to do.
And now, Rachi, last question here. Obviously, it's great to win a regular season championship, but you want the whole thing. You want the conference tournament championship. 2 games left. What is it going to take for this team to do what no other Mountain West team has ever done and do 4 straight regular season and tournament championships in a row?
Yeah, I think everything. Just sticking to what we've been doing this whole entire season and really just locking in and every game that's our next one is our biggest one, so we have to focus on that.
All right, thank you, Rachi. Well, next year we'll work on a handshake.
Yes, we need one.
We'll work on that one.
I'm adding some more handshakes.
Good, good. And have you do it because I'm running out of things to figure out. So
yeah,
we'll have you do that one. So, but Rachi, congratulations. Thank you for your time and great game today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now we do the awkward, take the headset off, and we'll give it to Kevin E. Martin. We'll work on that one. It's still the fun. But that's what makes it so fun and unique on the broadcast, are just those awkward, quirky moments.
Oh, yeah.
I love having those. Like, it just makes it feel human.
More human,
yeah,
exactly.
I like it. But you know, it wasn't human today. Was Amarachi Gibson. I mean, she was lights out. 23 points, 10 of 11 shooting for her. She was 3 of 3 from downtown. Rachi, I think, will be all Mountain West this year. And, you know, her and Meadow Rowland, I've said, after KJ and AB leave, are going to be kind of the cornerstones, along with McKenna Brackens, of the success that UNLV will hopefully continue to have down the line.
Well, we saw firsthand Amarachi's ability to take over a game offensively, right? There's only a handful of players, especially, you know, in college, you're in the Mountain West, that have that ability to completely just take over a game, and that's what Amarachi Kempson can do, and we witnessed here tonight. So, and she did it in a variety of different ways, and not only her ability to score, but she gets her teammates involved as well. I believe she had 4 assists on the night. Just an incredible passer, finding the open man, getting her teammates involved. And yeah, she's just an all-around talent offensively.
And UNLV, we talked about the Lady Rebels always want to win the rebounding battle. They're undefeated when winning the rebounding battle this year, 20-0. They get 21-0. They won the rebounding battle 47-40, had 14 offensive rebounds. How about AB? 10 rebounds, but 9 of them defensive rebounds. And I love that about Alyssa Brown, is that, you know, you play such a great defense. Great 30 seconds, you get the miss, but it's so backbreaking when you give up the offensive rebound. AB never lets the ball go through her hands. When she catches the ball, we've got it. We're going on possession, and we're going to score off of this.
Yeah, she's so solid and so efficient. You know exactly the type of player you're going to get on the court night in and night out from AB. She's going to leave it out there, heart and soul on the court every single night. And again, tonight, she left it all out there. And what it resulted in, a 4th straight regular season Mountain West title.
7 straight wins for UNLV after that loss to San Diego State. I thought there's 2 turning points for UNLV this year against Boise State. First time they were able to really overcome the adversity after a tough non-conference schedule. I think that helped shape them into the champions that they are today. And after that loss to San Diego State, kind of got them back on track, and realized, hey, you know what? We're not as good as we think we are. We've got to be perfect out there. If we have an off night, somebody can beat us.
It's so true. And, you know, they're the team that everyone wants to take down, but they were able to withstand Boise State's early attack. They had a slow start, put that behind them, and took off to the races and never looked back.
So UNLV champions yet again. The Lady Rebels win it 83-53. I want to thank our production guys for staying a little bit extra here on our post game. Really appreciate it. You guys have done such a great job this year. For Lindy LaRock, for Amarachi Kempson, Kevin E. Martin, I'm Wyatt Tomczyk, signing off here from Las Vegas, Nevada. UNLV, regular season champions yet again.